Hey Taurus, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is going to be our weekly reading for June 13th through the 19th. At the heart of your reading, we have the Three of Wands. So you've been working on enacting a plan. You're at the stage of the game where you have to be in waiting mode. Like, okay, I've done as much as I can right now, and I'm seeking perhaps guidance about what to do next. Or you already know what comes next and it's outside of your control, and so you have to wait for someone else to do their part. The challenge is the Five of Cups. There's an experience of loss, grieving a loss. You may be waiting for someone to complete their grieving process, or the effort that you are undertaking has to do with the topic of grief or loss. Show me Taurus's focus. Eight of Cups reversed. Sorry to interrupt the reading here. I can tell you guys can see my little doggy here a little bit. Hey, Spot. Hey. You hungry? Yeah, we'll get some food in a second. You have to wait, okay? Eight of Cups reversed as your focus. So we're talking about a return. You've left the door open to a return at some point in your past, something that you walked away from. You remained attached to it, perhaps an employer, perhaps a relationship, perhaps a place that you used to live. At one point, you felt like staying in that situation was holding you back and you needed to go explore to find your happiness somewhere else. But now you're feeling Eight of Cups reversed, like something's pulling you back. The energy of the recent past is the Ace of Wands, which is a whole new spark, a new motivation to move in a new direction. What's the energy of the environment? Queen of Swords reversed. Okay. You're feeling very much like you know what's going on around you, but you're not able to get through to anyone else. The Queen of Swords reversed as your environment is like, yeah, that's happening for a reason. It's to get you to notice the people who aren't on your vibrational level or who aren't resonating with you. It's like, no, you can talk until you're blue in the face with all of the most well thought out arguments or proofs or reasons. It's just not going to land for this audience. They're not going to hear you. They're not going to understand it on the level that you're explaining it. Show me the near future. How does this story unfold for Taurus? Hermit in reverse. Feeling like you can finally stop isolating, like you finally have a more full understanding of the truth of what you're meant to do here. If you're currently surrounded by people who aren't picking up on your vibe, who aren't resonating with what you resonate with, you may not be technically alone, but I think you feel like you're on an island. I think you feel isolated amongst these people. And you want to stop feeling isolated because here you are like, Hermit, I've gone to the mountaintop, I've gained a measure of truth, and I want to share it with everybody. But you're trying to convey information that you see the truth and no one else does. Queen of Swords reversed, but they're not seeing it. So it's like, why am I shining my light here and it's just like no one can see what I see? It's not benefiting anyone here. I don't know, in this context, I feel like that means you're going to seek new companionship or a new environment. Like you want to hang out with different people, or you want to find people with whom you do resonate. Show me surprise energy. Ace of Swords reversed as a surprise. Unfortunately, this likely means you're going to find out that someone has been lying to you. Something that felt like the truth is actually going to be revealed to be a lie. It might not be like, I forget the right term for this. I think it's a lie of omission, not the other type of a lie. It's not like an overt falsehood, but it's like someone purposefully left something out to lead you to believe the lie. And you're gonna be like, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me the whole truth? For others of you, this is an unusual result of you've been trying to convey a piece of information that you feel like you see the truth of the situation. And I think someone else is going to hold on to a piece of what you've said, but they're misunderstanding it. Like, what's a good example? I can't think of an example off the top of my head, but the sense that they're giving me is like they may have partially heard you and really wanted to, like, they may have been inspired by your truthiness. Like, even though they can't really get what you're saying, they can sense that you're onto something. So they're trying to somehow adapt or adopt to adopt what you're saying or adapt to what you're saying. Like I'm doing a terrible job explaining this, sorry. Ace of Swords reversed in a certain context to me can feel like a misunderstanding. They've misunderstood a piece of what you were trying to say, and you're going to find that out in an unfortunate way. Like, they've implemented something that you said, and their attitude is going to be like, see, I did what you said, and they're going to honestly believe that, and you're like, that's not what I meant at all. That's not even, that was completely off base of what I was trying to say. So the surprise in that instance could be like, they thought they got it, you thought they got it, but when they implement that information, it's the evidence is clear that they didn't get it. And either way, it feels unfortunate. The vibe feels like, oh man, like that was I'll just leave it at unfortunate. Show me hopes and fears. The Empress energy has hopes and fears. You may really want to bring a creation into the world. You may want to have a child. That would be like a literal interpretation of the Empress being your hope. If not that, then there's something that you want to metaphorically birth into existence. You may have an idea, a spark, that you're trying to tell everyone else why it's a great idea. You've received this inspiration. You're figuring it out. You're trying to convey, but it's like not landing with the audience. The Empress might be like, I know I'm onto something. I just need to find the right environment where I can shine. Show me the end result. How do these energies resolve for Taurus? Interesting. The Ace of Cups. Okay, so we had an ace over here in the recent past, and we end up with an ace. An opportunity to do something that you love. Could be an offer, an opportunity that comes in the form of a love offer. That is possible because right off at the beginning of the reading, we saw this potential for you've been waiting for someone who's going through a grieving process. You may have taken a step back, given someone some breathing room to go through a difficult experience. Like they're not all sunshine and roses right now. They want some space. If that's your story, then this could be a fresh start with them. Like they've completed their grieving process and they're ready to have a fresh emotional start with you. What advice do we have for Taurus? Oh, let me back up. They're asking me to point out, for those of you who are not in a relationship right now, this pretty strongly indicates the opportunity to begin a new relationship, to explore the potential of a connection with someone new. It's a new emotional connection. And I have the distinct impression this is not going to be felt by only one person. It's an okay. They're giving me the concept of Cupid, and they're stopping me from every way that I want to talk about it. I'm going to have to explore that a bit on my own before I can really talk appropriately about it. They're giving me the concept of Cupid, so I'll say that. Like the cherub, like bow and arrow, this concept of like giving two people the inspiration of love, like at the point when their eyes meet, or the inspiration to both go to the same restaurant or coffee shop or event where they're destined to meet, or something like that. Now, all of that description was me trying to interpret the energy, so it's not necessarily coming directly from Spirit. What did come from Spirit is that this emotional spark that's a gift from the universe to guide you to something that's going to allow you to experience more love in your life is not only felt by you. It's you and someone else. With the concept of that, like, kind of an opportunity to meet or come together in some way. Show me advice for Taurus. Six of Cups. Okay. For those of you wondering about a relationship that's been on again, off again, if you have good instincts about it, this is confirmation that your instincts are correct. You might have been wondering, am I being too rosy about this? Am I being overly idealistic? Am I expecting only positive things when I really should be more pragmatic or realistic? This is like, no, you're on point. The Six of Cups is that you should be expecting the best from this situation. And I want to say, actually, I'll extend that advice to those of you who are not currently in a relationship that, like, you're giving someone space, this Five of Cups might be manifesting in your life as you experiencing a loss, like dealing with the emotional process of coming to terms with something that you loved that's no longer in your life. Is that going to spoil you? Is that going to make you shy away from new love experiences? And this is like saying, please don't let it do that. If that's a possibility in your mind or in your heart, this is like, proceed unspoiled, proceed emotionally as though you'd never lost anything, as though you don't even know what that's like, as though it doesn't even enter your mind as a possibility. That's an exaggeration, of course, because we need to make responsible decisions as human beings. But this is like, it's pulling you more in that direction of being optimistic, believing that amazing things are possible, believing that the storybook ending is possible. So Taurus, I hope that helped. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you back next Sunday. Bye.